time. Finally. Goodness. Okay. Frustrating. As you have to create like a broadcast, and then from OBS you have to like, connect to that broadcast. I mean, you can create the broadcast and everything from OBS, but it doesn't keep any of your settings. So you have to like start from scratch every time. Create it in YouTube. You use your settings from last time and then change the title and edit some of the description and stuff like that. But apparently sometimes when you create it in YouTube and then you try to join that broadcast from OBS, it just doesn't. So this time I was like, this last time I streamed, that happened and I didn't realize it, and it was actually going for almost an hour before I realized, hey, no one's been chatting, no one's been doing anything, so it's broken. And this time I made sure I fought with it a little bit and messed with some settings, and we're on YouTube. Gogeta Evolution, how's it going, buddy? How you doing? I'm kind of testing some settings at the make sure. Looks in focus to me. I've got it up on my monitor. Okay. This guy looks focused for it. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. This guy was painted. I can't remember if I did this guy on stream. I don't remember. I did him on stream. But he's a rogue that I run in my local game. Ambi, of course I remember you. It has been a while. It's been a long while. But I'm setting some stuff up, kind of testing here, making sure. I've got my camera set up a little differently than I was streaming on Twitch for like 2 years, and I'm just kind of now getting back to YouTube the last couple of months. But it's great seeing you guys. Glad to see you. Sorry it's so late. I've been messing with my settings, trying to make sure that everything's in focus. With how I have my camera set up, this is just my painting handle thingy-majig right here. But this is the camera I'm using here. It's my Canon M50. It's not an amazing camera by any means, but it seems to work, and that is the thing. However, doesn't have clean HDMI out. That might not mean a lot but basically the camera, normally when you plug it in via HDMI, all of the like status symbols, info on the camera go to HDMI, so like that would be showing up on screen for you guys. So I have to turn off like a whole bunch of features in order to make it not do that, basically. But I lose my autofocus when I do that, and so like all of my I have to focus everything manually, which is a pain. So like if I start going too far out here, notice how blurry that is. Like, I mean, I'm just like right here, and you can't even really read any of the text on here anymore. I got to bring it pretty close before that really says Citadel. But yeah. So anyways, I just got some new miniatures, primed a whole bunch of stuff the other day to paint. This is Cobb Vanth from Mandalorian. I think it was season E. Boba Fett's old armor. Season 2. I feel like that was season 1. I actually don't remember. But anyways, it's from the Mandalorian. Wearing Boba's old armor. I 3D printed this guy. I think it's a model because jetpacking up. Health Ben, how's the family? Family's doing We no longer have Shinny Baby. We now have what we call Mini Shinny. She's almost 5. She 5 in 2 months. Actually, less than 2 full months now. I also printed another model of this guy where he's not jetpacking and not wearing his helmet. Thought it was a pretty cool model. But yeah, primed him recently. So those are both printed and stuff. But then I also have a couple of official models, Star Wars Legion, that I got recently. The Mandalorian came out. Jaren. I actually don't know how to pronounce his last name. The cool miniature. Just got him built and primed and everything. Never forget, late night Dokkan streams was peak entertainment. Oh man, those were the days. I have struggled to anything Dokkan related. Like I burn out so hard. I couldn't do it anymore. Not at all. I don't think I've touched it in like now. And then if anyone watches Star Wars Rebels, I also got Sabine Wren. Gonna be a pain because she has all that graffiti and stuff on her armor. But excited. She's gonna be a pain, but I think she's gonna be a lot of fun to get painted too. It's really gonna kind of test my abilities. I also got Baby Yoda, aka Grogu. This model, I'm gonna do this so back of his head's not just background. Baby Yoda here is extremely tiny. I mean, like my finger, like wider than he can fall. Right? It's just ridiculous. Like my pinky is wider than all, or pretty much the same width. Like that's insane. Never watched a single Star Wars. Overwhelming. Oh my goodness. I've heard of, never seen Star Wars, but I didn't believe it existed. Maybe opened my eyes that non-Star Wars people exist. That is crazy. Name kind of rings a bell. Well, Star Wars Rebels, the one I was mentioning that Sabine here from, it's like an animated, not really cartoon. It's like 3D. I mean, it's kind of like a cartoon, I guess, but I've been watching that recently, and I like it. I think it's oh, let me pull out some stuff I've painted recently. Some of these I haven't really had a chance to like go off at all. But man, haven't watched a single that. That is very interesting. Watched the first Harry Potter for the first time about a month ago, but the so vast. Star Wars, Harry Potter. I mean, I guess both of them. That's kind of possible. Arc Troop that I painted on a jetpack, but back a little bit and adjust my focus. In focus back here. Star Wars? Okay. I figured that's what you meant. but I just wanted to verify. So I painted this guy recently to work on his jetpack and out of his jetpack. Because right now they're just big gray plumes of smoke, I guess. But I want to make him like kind of like yellow, fading into like a red and gray. I heard about that. Yeah. Unfortunate to hear. I do, Ambi. I hand paint these. I have my brushes and stuff right over here. But yeah, I do. I hand paint all of these. Painted this ARC trooper here as well. He's mostly done. I might do a little bit of work on his backpack here, so it's not just like solid black. Might add a little bit of detail there. Not really sure. Then he needs some. I call it basing. I don't know what the correct term is. Stuff added to the bottom of his base, basically. Grab a different. My rebel troop. It's actually one of the veteran rebel troopers. Yeah, I painted him up as well. Happy with how you guys came out. I basically go through and paint like whole squads of them. They're for a miniature game called Star Wars Legion. I don't know if you've ever heard of Warhammer or BK, but Star Wars Legion is a miniature game. You move around on a table. It's very strategic. Battle another player who are controlling army miniatures, and just it's a really cool thing. And I've loved Star Wars since I was a kid. I grew up watching all of like the original trilogy movies and stuff. I'm not old enough to have seen them in theater. However, I did see they re-released the special edition back when I was a kid. I want to say I saw. I don't know if I saw the first one when it came out. I may have been too young. Possibly. Not sure. I know for a fact I saw Return of the Jedi, which is that was the third of the original. Sorry, the third of the original. I saw Empire Strikes Back, which was the second of the original. I'm pretty sure I saw their special edition re-release, and then I watched all three of the they came out 90s or 2000s. I don't remember exactly when they came out. I'm pretty sure like the episode 1, The Phantom Menace, I think came out in like 1998, maybe 99, something like that. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I mean, I could be way off, but that's like what I'm thinking in my head of when they came out. And thank you. I spend quite a bit of time trying to paint these guys. Here is Captain Rex from the Clone Wars. It's not 100% done, but he's a good spot. Pretty happy how he out. Hardest part is just the focus here. Has these markings on his forehead. Up here. Trying upside down V shapes. He has these blue specks kind of in between. They're a little bit, they're not perfectly like symmetrical. One of them's a little bit higher up than the other, but that's about as close as I could get him with how tiny it is. I mean, he's not very tall. He's maybe an inch tall here total. Actually, hold on. I actually have a ruler here. Assuming he's about an inch tall, but wrong. He's a little taller than an inch. about 1.5 inches. Because this marking up here, down here is 1.5 inches, so pretty close to 1.5 inches tall. So most of these, pretty small. Print these myself. Not most of them. This Captain Rex here, he's an official miniature for the game Star Wars Legion. I bought him at one of my local gaming stores, Amazon. I get a lot of them from my local store if I can, but if they don't have them, I'll go to Amazon. But some of them, like this one that I was showing a little bit ago, I did print this one, 100% 3D printed. Him and the jetpack plumes here are printed on my resin. Kind of see there's scarring on the back, right here, and a little bit on his jetpack. But this is where some of the support structures. It basically printed kind of at pillars that went up and were holding the back of the model. It's not see. Barely tell, but on his shoulder here, shoulder pad, there are some tiny layer lines because the resin printer prints at a ridiculously tiny layer resolution. Like if you're printing with FDM printing, where it's got like the spool of filament and it looks like heater for going into the printer. Basically, if you're familiar with those printers at all, this is roughly like 10 times more accurate, like to actually I think it's might be even but it's significantly more accurate layer by layer level, because base here was printed normally and you can pretty clearly see the layer lines. There's kind of like a little small not scuffle, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know, like kind of an inconsistent damage spot right there, but it's just on the base, so I really wasn't. But on a normal printer, you can really kind of see all these layer lines and stuff. But on a resin printer, like what he's printed with, you get a lot of these itty tiny details, and you get very many layer lines. Like sometimes you do. The heck is this music? Red Velvet. No, I don't want to listen to Red Velvet anymore. My playlist. By Harris Heller. And I was not feeling it. Bugging me. But yeah, so resin printing, you get some of these crazy tiny details, which I think is this guy I fairly recently is reprinted as well. I don't think it has quite as many details as some of the others do. It does have some pretty tiny stuff, like it has like these like out of focus stitching on like the side of his little belt pouch. There's like buttons, stuff on the sides of his here. I don't know. How long does the process take on that size of a print? On something like this guy, not very big. This is Captain Rex. He's a little bit shorter. The Rex here, I think, is like a 30 heroic scale miniature, and this is like a 28mm standard. It doesn't necessarily mean 8mm high. That's like how a lot of miniature companies, how they measure their scale. I don't know exactly how it works, but my resin printer is actually fairly fast. I have a new monochrome screen resin printer. I can print out a whole plate of these. I can get like a dozen or so of them printing at the same time, and they probably take about 3 to 4 hours to print like a bunch of them. I've actually got back here, I eventually get the focus right. There's all these miniatures back here. Kind of cool, like D&D style miniature. That's about half of the I printed. Like there, what, 6 of them there? Yeah, so I printed about a dozen of them on the new platform, and again, it was like 3 or 4 hours. Like it's pretty fast overall. About right about here. Out of focus. Hard for me to dial focus. I'm not used to doing manual that. Kind of on some standard. He's not. This one is also an official, not 3D. Let's see. I want to work on tonight. Kind of thinking. I really want to. He's one that I've really wanted to work on, and I was really excited when he came out. He just came out last Friday. Like this model just really came in maybe 8 to 10 pieces big. So you have to build him. Not crazy hard. Like each of his legs was like a single piece. His torso, I think, was pieces. Cape was a separate piece. Each of his arms was a separate piece. His head was a separate piece. And then rifle, I just kind of put onto the back here. In the show, he actually has a strap that kind of like hooks on bandolier right here and kind of goes over the shoulder, but I didn't really have a good way to do that. Like it was kind of weird. Like they gave him this big rifle miniature, but like they didn't really give him a way to like hold it, or they didn't have that as like an option. I don't know. I'm not upset. I just thought it was weird. Like why include the rifle if not really a way to model it onto the model? Dang, this music is gonna drive me crazy tonight. I don't like this one. Like, but The Mandalorian, he had his own show that debuted a couple of years ago. It's set kind of after the events of the trilogy of Star Wars movies, but it's really weird. There've now been like 9 main story Star Wars. There's been a handful of like word I'm looking for. They have the main story. They have like some kind of side story, one and Solo, and more than that. But those are the only 2 I can think of off the top of my head. And a handful of like TV series like that. The Ahsoka TV series coming out soon. Had the Clone animated show. They had Star Wars Rebels animated show. I mean, it is a lot. Like if you've never watched any of it, Ambi, like it's a lot of information, a lot of background and to get into. Honestly, like if you were gonna start anywhere, I would just try to watch like one of the movies, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Like that was the first movie that ever came out. You wanted to just try it and see if you even liked it. That movie doesn't really have a lot of like deep lore, but you got to remember it also came out in the 70s, so it's kind of the sci-fi. Some of the special effects are I mean, for the time, they were fantastic, and honestly, a lot of them still hold up pretty well today because they used practical effects, and they could. And I would say if you don't like, if you watch that first movie and you just hate it, don't even mess with any of the rest of it. Like, don't waste your time. Like, I mean, I don't want you to waste your time or anything, but I love it. I love Star Wars. I've always loved it, and I think there's a lot of really old throughout the movie, everything. Like, I've not read books, anything. I've not read comics. Some of them kind of tie in, but like, honestly, if all you ever watch is a couple of like the main movies and that's cool. Don't enjoy them, big deal. That's cool too. I mean, it's not for everyone. I get that. But I really enjoyed the show this guy is from. It's called The Mandalorian. It's kind of what he was known as, part of the show. Let's see. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. This is like his... I think this is like C1 armor, because his right thigh plate actually changes later on. A little different. Has like a little bit taller, has a slightly different shape, and then it has some horizontal bars going across it. The main reason I know this, I have been working on a cosplay of this guy and have been really studying armor throughout the show to try to figure out how I wanna make it. Okay, I'm gonna use silver. Armor is like bright silver. It's actually like a chrome, but I don't really have a chrome silver, so I'm gonna try this shining silver. How this looks. I'm also a little bit worried because like I only have one of this model, so like if I mess it up, it's sad. So go ahead. Shining. Got a wet palette. It's out of frame, unfortunately. Don't really have a good way to. I got some on my favorite towel roll. I usually have paper towels over here. Oh no, it's on my table over there. Silver off my hands. Eyes. How did I get it only on... Whatever. Whatever. My crappy brushes? Using good brushes, metallic paint. Like little metal flakes in it, and it get like stuck in your brush. So kind of crappy brush. I want to try my best to get off. It's. I'm gonna try not to get it on any area. And unfortunately, because he primed in such a way, kind of hard to tell the difference, like a gray area and a silver area, until I start getting a little bit more color on. Like, probably can't tell that thigh plate is silver. Like, it probably doesn't look that much different from the rest of his outfit. I think color I want. Trying to keep my silver paint here kind of thin down, because that will keep slightly, ever slightly inch prime actually good, because then it won't just look like a straight up solid silver. It'll actually have a bit of a little bit of depth instead. Trying my best. Paint it on. Try not to get surrounding cloth. Not a huge, but if I accidentally paint on the cloth, I kind of ruin my time that I. Oh, brush it. A little exactly what. A very high quality brush that metallics are not exactly the brushes. Don't like using. Apologize if I very often kind of getting processed. I was kind of used to a camera with autofocus, and I didn't really have out what where I was holding focus. Kind of getting used to that process. If I can. Apology if I our best to armor people. Around. some progress. And again, can't see that silver well because everything else is grayscale. But I'm hoping if I start adding some, it'll stand out a little bit more, pop a little bit. Sometimes, not really an angle. Sometimes you really can't get to the backside of something. But honestly, a lot of times that object is got it. I can't see it while I'm really sitting struggling trying to paint an angle. Not gonna be see it while it's on a table and I'm playing. I know some people are like some tiny square millimeter of their model to be painted, and that's fine. I got nothing against you. To do it, go for it, but not going. Again, especially it's, I can see. Again, I doubt the silver is really showing up much for you guys right now. Chance visible for you. And so for that, I apologize. But press on again, hopefully. I start adding colors. Hopefully stand out a little bit. I'm assuming you can tell the difference, like right there, where that's painted, but you see, about assuming, assume, dumb. I don't think anyone actually did that, but probably should be out more often, but definitely tell it was getting a little. ivory. Okay. Terrible, but I can definitely tell. Kind of silver. Definitely not quite as opaque or solid as just go when so got a little much water. Fine. I might have to. Silver. White every. Honestly can't remember if hip plates are not. I was thinking color. Can't one. Trying to paint a little area beneath his cape. Nobody ever there. Yeah, I know it's there. Trying to paint it a little bit. Can't even hardly get the light in there to see if I covered what I was aiming for. I think I did, but not 100%. I think kind of trying to figure out what colors I want to use with this. It's got where's because a lot of scenes it look brown, but then in others gray, a charcoal gray. I like the look of the brown better than the gray. Like when I see like cosplay of it and stuff, like I think the brown visual, because the brown and then the chrome or silver kind of offset each other a bit. It's gray, silver armor stand out that much. It's not contrasting enough, I don't think. So I'm gonna be kind of has some leather bandolier belt and pouches are bits. Get up-shaped metal. detonator has? Metal? Metal. Bullet cartridges are also metal, but I kind of want to paint back over silver. Excuse me, sorry. Trying not to cough, but had to anyways. Now the thing is, probably that one. I'm probably gonna use this hardened leather speed paint belt and a couple of the other areas, but for his underside, I use this brown. It's not dark enough by itself, but once I add a wash, it might be plenty dark at that point. So I think that's the right call. I think that's the color I want to use. So I'm gonna shake this up real quick. I only need like a drop of it. I might have to come back and get a second drop, but drop of this stuff goes quite a ways. Painter, hobby brush. Brushes I really try to keep care of. Oh man, had a different water. I've been metallic brush water. Get metallics. Alright. Into focus here. Not to hit our silver areas. trying to stay in focus here. Tend to move. Really wish I had either a lens, a different camera, had better control depth of field. On my camera, the f-stop is kind of like how much the f-stop is, and that affects the depth of field quite a bit. I'm not like a camera expert. I only halfway know what I'm talking about. Called a locked aperture. But I've seen people like zoom in or out and then change their aperture. I can only make my aperture number bigger. I can make my f-stop bigger, but I can't. If I zoom in, I can't then make my aperture lower. I can't remember if that's actually the direction I want to go or not, but I can't really individually control it, which is kind of answer, kind of getting a this little layer here. Either not transparent though. Eyes, color does change a little bit. Eyes or that like dry paint usually looks different than wet paint. A little bit, so bright brown. Big hue. Dark. Kind of in shadow, so kind of makes sense, but starting off. Head. Place. Jacket. Black vest on. Starting to look gray. stomach area right here actually has a cream colored, khaki colored cummerbund type thing wraps around, and then he's kind of sticks under his belt on his belly here. Leather, at least it looks leather, a gray piece. It's already pretty gray, so I might not actually touch it at all. I might just leave it like that. Then I need to get kind of khaki color bund thing. Some black in for his visor. Gonna do some work on his rifle. It's just plain right now. Cloak is a nice charcoal color. Actually, I like his cloak a lot. Like, I like how the Zen Prime really, like, shadow area right here is so cool. Like, it almost looks kind of out of a comic book or something. Kind of exaggerated highlights and shadows. But I really like how that looks. To just darken that up, just look at that kind of charcoal color. Kind of feel actual boots are going to be pretty kind of light brown. Didn't use it. In fact, I might even use this brown and actually go highlight color. I actually brighter. A lot of the rest of it, I need to add like a wash. Actually, kind of got like a down leather look. Hardened leather. Talking about this is a paint. It's similar to a contrast paint. If you're not familiar with miniature paint, no idea what I'm talking about. These are basically like very, very transparent paints. A lot of the colors and highlights and shades and stuff below them will actually show through. Is fantastic. I'm doing. I'm at kind of a bad angle. I'm doing. Very careful. Try to get out. Best up. Model here. Alright. Kind of like that. Trying be really hard not to get the spots that this brown color. Which isn't back. Half in a calf, but kind of part of his. Yeah. Apologies. basically got these. I go around his armor. Shell casings tucked into here as well that'll need to be painted silver. Their leg. Actually, a couple of different other weird. The heck? That song. Driving me. Hasn't even been playing that long. It's that top part of that leg. Kind of this band that goes in the middle. This kind of like a color. In some light, it looks very pink. But I'm gonna go with a lot of the reference I've got for it. Supposedly, some of the pictures at one of like the Disney Expo things, screen suit, be more. It did pink, so that is what I'm gonna. But on play play specific song. I recognize this one. Maybe not. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay. I think might be try Fire Giant or on that little strip on his leg. This might be too orange. There's a good chance that I'm be over, but I'm gonna try it. It's too much. I can always dull it down. A wash or something. Well, because it didn't come out like right, like I was kind of thinking it was. Kind of almost has like a burnt, which is very much what I was hoping for. So pleased with that. I need to get black for visor. Black here. Also black on. Gloves. Painting out on it. That came out pretty good. Perfect. I might be able to wipe away the little smudge that I made, but I'm not gonna be back over it with a dab of silver. Just be super. Like potentially he's wearing like I actually wearing 2 pairs of gloves, but he has like black fingerless gloves, like bright yellow gloves on. Like anytime someone brought it up or I've seen like cosplay pictures of his gloves, I'm like, what? Why are the fingers yellow? And then like I went back and looked at the show and like it's weird because like I feel like they should stand out more than they do, but they really don't. Like it doesn't look out of place. Kind of weathered yellow in the show, and a lot of times the cosplay ones are like, but it's kind of funny. Part down. Sorry, bump the camera again. Not positive is back, but Star Wars common. Started get weapons recently. I've been painting them, really looking at them. There were a lot more guns that were just basically solid black than expected. Just fine. Just kind of surprised me a little. But I hadn't really. Mammoth! How's it going, man? It has been a while. How you doing? Are painting The Mandalorian. Hit TV series. The Mandalorian. Haven't done any cape or rifle back here yet. I've mostly been in front of him. Kind of hard to tell, but there is silver actual armor pieces. But it honestly doesn't look like it. The grayscale next to it, it's like very powering. Get the holes of it black, just they stand out a little bit more. I missed a little spot right there. That shoot. Back in that here in a little bit. How you doing, Mammoth? How are things? How have you been? Color down there. Really can't for the life of remember if this plate on hip is supposed to be. For some reason, I'm feeling like it's supposed to be like blue. Be dark, like almost navy blue. But sea color. He kind of has like a khaki-ish cummerbund around his waist, around his stomach area. So I'm gonna use that. Vibrant, expecting. It'll be okay. That's just it'll dull down by starts drying. Tiny bit. Can't back under the tape, which is fine. Can't really see it, so not about it. Yellow for oh. Try like this like yellow. Sorry, out of focus. That might be about right. Try the demonic yellow. Just need an itty bitty tiny amount. Half a drop, basically. Unfamiliar. Might look great yellow. And I didn't believe it the first time I saw a picture when I was looking at cosplay references and stuff. Like I watched the whole show and then in cosplay pictures telling him and the little fingers and I was like, what? That's wrong. I don't remember him having yellow. Went back and double checked and he had bright yellow fingertips on his gloves. It really threw me. Good. Gauntlet pieces right here, kind of a cream color, and then that little inverted triangle is like a blue. I think the color I used cummerbund is going to be dark. Actually, now that that's dried, I actually really like that color there. That I have for that. that's too much different. A little bit different, but not enough different. I don't think that one's gonna be mummy robes. Slightly pink. A lot lighter though. Has like a slight to it. I don't know if I have a good color for this. Really not confident enough in mixing. Can take a little bit of white with the Dune Sea, paint it up a bit. Try it. I mean, it's just the little glove pieces. It's not right. I'll just, I don't know, back and fix them later. Kind of up a lighter color. I'd be like dead on. Really for close to what I'm wanting. Happy with that. Plates. Really feel like picture real quick. Double check. The hand plates too. Light blue. That, okay. Don't need much. Triangles. Another thing I want is cape. Try and speed paint. Try this Gravelord Gray. And top of my prime. And that'll look like a nice charcoal color. I'm hopeful. I think it'll do what I want. Starting on the side of the cape, less drastic, so if I need it for whatever reason. I think I like it though. Looks pretty good. Definitely. There he is right there. So I'm going back to my other brush. Nicer tip on it. Actually, how this color came. Keep like but still got some drying to do. There's still kind of some wet spots, but liking the color I'm seeing so far. Let's look up hip plate real quick and see what color that is supposed to be. Ah, it is a dark blue. I was right. Dark. So, I think is about right. Not. Actually, pink is about right. It's supposed to be kind of a dull. Yeah, it's like a dark blue. Kind of a dull, like it's not super vibrant. Barely at all. I'd carefully get a little bit that opening. Look at that shin. Sure. Down. Stock. Off the top of my head, if any of the rest of this is metal, but we'll start with that and see how that goes. It'd basically be the same color as my leather, but okay. Okay. I need to very light wash armor. Make it look a bit dirty. Instead of like soft tone wash, it has just a slight brown to it, and it's really, really thin. Much. I'll like water this down like even more. Yeah. That's about what I want. 30. I actually back over. Go to silver though. This is like adjusting color some area. Back over high point it again. Trying to make it look a little bit dirty, but almost looks too dirty at this point. I don't know. Is he supposed to have like chrome armor? I might have deleted it too much. That's pretty. Rise, but I think I'm gonna need to go back over it. Some silver. Shiny that back up a little bit. Having the effect that I want. So subtle of a change, I can't really know if it's helping or not. I don't know, maybe. The more I'm at it, and maybe like really trying now, and go less brown. back over it with helping. I do want to still read it as silver. Going to sleep. A lot of what I'm is like subtle, like barely changing anything. But a couple inches of it, like some of this probably isn't even coming up on camera. Like, I don't have my color settings like perfect on the camera. It probably, guys. But I think it's right. Please. Stop with our mandal. I still need to finish his rifle. Pin down. Very happy. Cloak. Give Lord A. I'm like how areas here have like this fake wrinkles. Like that just looks, I think. I like it a lot. Especially for how tiny amount of work I actually had to do that cloak. They just kind of soaked it in that Gravelord Gray. Dang, I like it a lot. Happy with how his armor is. Might need just a tad more. But I really hold it like it reflecting that light really. Person I'm seeing air too much brown. I did cover it in that wash, which I wanted the wash, but I'm kind of regretting using brown wash, soft tone, instead of using like null oil. Is really good for like machine parts and stuff. Something like this armor is, it's like a black wash, so they've given me brown tint. Everything. It's looking like a very, very light, like sterling silver or something. Just has like that almost tiny hint of dish, and that's not looking right. I need to get it back silver. But pretty happy that right now. Some basing materials ready to blade table right now where he's at. Like I'm really happy with this. I just gotta get Baby Yoda ready too. Both of them out on the field. But yeah, anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna call it tonight. Got him done, or not done, but got him to a pretty good stopping point. And it is just now rolling over midnight, so we about 2 hours now. Pretty good painting. So yeah. Sorry, habit. I like to mess with my beard. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Anyone who's still here, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Jenny out.